Hey everyone, Jared Gaspy, your local real estate superhero here again. Good morning, happy Mondays. For one, that's not part of my gratitudes, but honestly speaking, I think I like Mondays more than more people give credit to. I like Mondays because it's kind of the start of what you're wanting to have happen in your week. It's like your first impression with starting something new. And since we're also very early into August, it's kind of a big first impression for things like the new month, the new week, the latter part of the year. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy it's Monday. Happy Mondays. I am doing my gratitudes for the morning. Wanted to go ahead and share that with everyone. And yeah, hopefully, we all kind of have a little bit of things that we're grateful for when we start the day, whether it be from the day before or things that we're expecting have happened going forward into the day. I don't know. It's fun. And some of these things are things that have happened. Some other things that I have written down are things that are going to be happening later today. And I'm just kind of excited for it. So let's get started. Going into number one is I have my first Zoom interview today, which for people that maybe haven't watched all of the videos so far, I've been coming up with an idea of potentially interviewing business owners that are in the area who live in, or have kind of an impact on the Inland Empire or Orange County in California, or just Southern California in general. Kind of giving an idea of how, the community leaders are doing, who they are, kind of helping people see what the business owners, community leaders, people like that are kind of really like. Because especially right now, I feel like human interaction and community growth is really important, and it's also really easy to overlook. And so, I don't know, this is a really cool way for me to be able to help other people's business. My network's going to be a little bit different from everyone else's, and kind of giving an idea and getting an idea of how people grow their businesses, or how people have persevered through the weirdness that's been 2020 so far. All of that. It's just kind of exciting, and I'm kind of excited to be able to start doing something like that. So that's number one. Number two, I put working early in the morning. I read that weird for a split second, but no, I really enjoy working really early in the morning. I'm not that good of a morning person. I'm very much more of a night owl, but I've noticed that I do a lot more hyper-specific work in the morning versus at night. At night, it's a lot of touch-up stuff, follow-up kind of things. I'm basically fine-tuning things that I've already been doing, whereas in the morning, as whenever I'm starting to implement different things, I'm starting to do different things. And so I decided to try to wake up a little bit earlier this morning in order to get a jump start on that, and it kind of worked. And so I'm going to keep trying to push myself to be a little bit earlier as time goes by, which I've kind of been doing, but I really enjoy just the ambiance of working early in the morning and how much of a weird kind of head start I get on just everything that I'm wanting to tackle for the day. But yeah, that's it. That's number two. Number three, sorry. I've been doing intermittent fasting, so I put my intermittent fasting is helping. I am one of the several people who have gained weight during all of the quarantine. I've also lost weight during the quarantine. It's been kind of a weird roller coaster, and so I'm trying to get a little bit more of a control over that, because I don't want to walk out of my house after, the shutdown and everything's let up, and I'm looking like a bowling ball walking down the street. Don't really feel like doing that. So I've been trying to work on my diet a little bit, trying to incorporate healthier foods. I'm still eating some relatively unhealthy foods alongside those sometimes, but I'm trying to be a little bit more conscientious of what it is that I'm eating and when it is that I'm eating. So I'm doing intermittent fasting in order to kind of help put my body in a brief state of ketosis, so that way I kind of burn fat a little bit more effectively. It's really helped. The only thing is I need to kind of fine tune my timing a little bit, because, I just sort of round up. So if I need, 16 hours of no eating to give myself 8 hours of being able to eat, I kind of just will round closer to 17 if I don't know that it's 16, or if I'm not sure at all, I'll round up even higher, because I'll round down too on the other end. So I'll start sooner, and so there are days where I go like 18 hours without eating, and that's not good. So my self-control in it, phenomenal. My timing and my fine-tuning and all that stuff, not so much. But then that's kind of the point in starting early and kind of getting everything kind of situated, because now I can pay more attention, I can track a little bit better, and I can take better control. So that is number three. Number four, I put car rides with Lily, which I only wrote that one down because those are some things that are going to be coming up later this month. We've got a bunch of different trips that are incorporated into going and visiting friends and family, which I have mentioned in previous days, but one thing that I don't really put enough emphasis on whenever I talk about going to visit friends and family is the car trip to get there. I'm not the biggest fan of driving. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm good at driving, but I'm not going to pretend like I enjoy it. What I do enjoy is having my wife in the car with me in order to keep me company and just kind of watch her be a weird goofball for, 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, however long the drive is. She's really weird, and we kind of make a fun time out of it because we both get kind of bored being in a car. But when you're with someone that you really enjoy being around, being bored isn't as boring. And so I really enjoy it. And I think that that's just one of the things that I've really learned to appreciate with her, especially with us moving to Southern California, is how frequently you have to drive and finding ways to kind of enjoy it. So I'm either working when I'm driving and making phone calls to clients, doing things like that, or I'm enjoying it with my wife. I'm either being productive or I'm appreciating my family. So that's number 4. I really like number 4. It's an extension of a bunch of other things that I've talked about, but I really like number 4 because I really enjoy doing stuff like that. So number 5, this is going to show me being a little bit nerdy, but the Boruto manga, which is the, addition sequel series to the Naruto manga, which I grew up with, the Boruto manga was trash for a really long time. And it was one of the biggest letdowns for a lot of people, and it was really, really hard to watch something that you loved as much as Naruto turn into Boruto, and yeah, so it was really depressing. But after a while, the show started to kind of catch its footing a little bit. It started using the idea of what the premise for the show was in order to make it a little bit more interesting, and the manga has since kind of obviously gotten ahead of the show and has just exploded with very, very, true to life type of situations based in a universe that's very much not true to life. And so it's really cool. I'm not going to go into any kind of spoilers, but if anyone really likes Naruto and they hate Boruto because of every reason everyone hates Boruto, and most of them are very fair reasons to hate Boruto, but if you really like Naruto and you just stopped watching or reading Boruto because it just wasn't worth it, the manga is really good right now. And apparently the anime, which I have not really watched a whole lot of, the anime is getting into the arc that made the anime start moving in the right direction. So as far as what I've heard goes, the anime is becoming really intense and cool because it's getting into the arc that I personally really liked out of the manga, and it feels like this is what the actual arc was supposed to be. I feel like it was, something that they've had to build up to because they just started off so poorly, and so they had to start putting, different building blocks into place in order to try to make it better, and they finally built a foundation that they can do that with. And so it's not even reaching a climactic point yet. It's not even there. It's just getting there, and the rides become a lot more enjoyable. So that's my nerdy rant, and that's also my 5 things that I'm grateful for. So that's it. It's Monday, so I really do enjoy Mondays for being able to start the week off right and make a good first impression with the rest of the week. One thing, though, that I will put emphasis on this, it was number 4 that I really enjoyed because it was the car rides with my wife. I want to know what you guys enjoy doing with people that you enjoy being around that you wouldn't enjoy doing if they weren't there. Because there's a lot of circumstances where people do things better. Like if they're trying to go to the gym more frequently, it's better to have a friend. If you're wanting to, achieve something, sometimes it's better if you can have friendly competition, and so you create a challenge with people that you care about. Sometimes it's just doing chores around the house, but it's more fun whenever you make it kind of a family event or something like that. And so I kind of want to know, because it may give other people really good ideas on what to do. So what's something that you wouldn't enjoy doing unless you did it with someone that you enjoy being around? That's the really cool question. So answer that. I want us to kind of talk a little bit more about it. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I will see you guys later, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.